On today's episode, Carson and I are going to show you how we assemble a set of Rubitracks. The first thing that we have to do is stamp the serial numbers into the hubs. Rubitracks hubs are turned in-house from bars of 7-inch diameter 6061 T6 aluminum. Next, we unpack all the powder-coated parts from the skid. Once we have everything laid out, I apply the decals. The decals are probably my least favorite part of the process. Once the decals are applied, we lay them down on the table and get the spindles ready to accept the hubs. Carson uses a cordless drill with a wire wheel to clean the threads while I install the hubs, while careful not to get my fingerprints on them. We fill the cavity between the bearings with bearing grease using a cordless grease gun. Then I bend the cotter pins. Because our spindles are recessed into the hubs, it makes it difficult to get a straight cotter pin in. I lay out all of the idler axle assemblies on the bench and prepare them for installation. Having everything pre-assembled makes the job go a lot quicker. We set the frame rails on our workbench and prepare them to install the slides, the adjusters, and the idler assembly. Having two sets of hands for this part of the process makes things go a lot faster. Everything is snugged up using nut drivers so that we don't over torque the fasteners. Once we've completed installing the idler assemblies, it's time to install the tower. The tower is secured to the frame rails using 1/2-inch fine thread grade 8 bolts and Stover nuts. After all the bolts are snugged up, we lay the tower over and it's time to install the sprocket. Carson prepares the screws with a little bit of copper coat so that they don't react with the aluminum hub. I lied about the decals. Installing the track is my least favorite part of the job. We found that if we lay the track out beforehand and let it stretch out, it's a whole lot easier. We've also tried installing it without the sprocket installed, but the problem is that if we install the sprocket after, we tend to scratch it. Once the track's in place, we stand it back up on the bench, and then Carson will prepare the end wheels. Once the end wheels are in place, we screw in the adjusters to set the track tension. You'll notice that I tap the track here just to see how much tension's in it. We want the track to be springy, but not too tight. Once I'm happy with the springiness, I'll measure the stick out of the adjuster bolt with a small ruler and ensure that it's the same amount on both sides. Once we're happy with the adjustment, it's time to finish tightening the bolts and torque everything to spec. This is another part of the job where having two sets of hands is handy. Finally, we install the adapter. While every set of Rubitracks is universal, they do require a vehicle-specific adapter. And there we have it. After 20 minutes of hard coordinated work, we have assembled one 121-inch Rubitrack. Only 3 more to go. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. We'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. We are in the early stages of our YouTube channel, so let us know if you like this format or if there are things that you think we should change.